guys, welcome back to the Lotus SMP. It's episode 3 of season 4 already. It feels so brand new still, but it's like we're already 3 weeks in. It's crazy. So, I've done it. I think I've finished the build that's going to house all these farms. It's taken me a long time, and the build is going to be a bit crazy, especially for being like 3 weeks in. We haven't fought the dragon yet. I'm still rocking diamond gear. This is a hint at something I want to do today. It's going to be a big build, and I'm also going to fit in one more farm above the moss farm here. There's going to be some melon and pumpkin farms in there. Stuff I need to do. I probably need more chests than this, which is crazy for this build. I need to do tons of resource gathering. In fact, just terracotta alone. And some of it I'm not even using much, but I'm using quite a lot of cyan. That's nearly a chest to itself of just terracotta. So I need to go collect a bunch of that. Pale moss we've got sorted, as well as regular moss, which is further down. Got mossy cobblestone and stuff as well. And I'm going to have to do a bunch of mining. I'm out of stone. I'm low on cobblestone. I need loads of cobblestone. And I need tons of deep slate as well. And loads of copper stuff. Hence why I've laid out a bunch more copper to age. So, because I've got to do so much mining, I kind of want to go get a beacon. I've got 3 wither skulls. Found one myself. No looting. Which is quite cool. And then Inca gave me 2 more. So I've got enough to do one. And that's why I've got the recipe here for iron golems. So I think I might go do this now when I won't disturb anyone. Okay guys, streams for the week are done, which also means resource grind for the build is done. So much stuff in all these chests. It's going to take so long to build this thing. Hopefully I remember where stuff is. I've tried to categorize it, but it's a bit all over the place. So, yeah, last time we're going to see this before it gets covered up. I think I've already said another farm's going in over the moss farm. Got a bridge going over the water and so on. Iron farm has been giving me more issues, but this seems to be fixed now. So, yeah, it's currently still the evening after Wednesday's stream. I'm going to wait and build this thing tomorrow, because I'm a bit Minecrafted out today. I will see you when it's done, and we'll do a little tour. Okay, guys. We're done. It's, this took me so long. This took my whole Thursday, I think. Took me at least 8 hours. That's at least how much I have in my replays, footage-wise. And yeah, this, I think I overreached on this one. This is not episode 3 tier building. I overdid it. Do not expect this much progress from me going forward. In one video, it was too much. Let's do a little free cam action. Okay, hopefully this looks like a power plant of some description. We've got the dirty white stuff. We've got some stained white stuff on this side. These are sort of two of the white color palettes that I've been messing around with in creative. Hopefully I've managed to pull it off a little bit. Let's just sleep real quick. Also working with cyan terracotta. Got pale moss and stuff now that helps make a gradient out of this block. So pleased with that. Got copper worked in where it's all aged for the most part. And then some copper tubes and pipes and stuff. We'll look at details in a second, but then we've got the big like smokestack thing. And we've got lava being used for geothermal energy and stuff. This is like whatever we can get, we'll pull it out of the earth, whatever method of generation, let's use it. Don't know what this is meant to be. Some sort of reactor of some sort, which is now still perhaps radioactive, hence the light emitting blocks in here. But it started to, I don't know, decay and solidify, whatever was in here. But radioactive, perhaps. Danger, etc. And then I've got a couple of pipes coming out, a couple of cables. This I'm planning to bring over to the main base at some point. We've also got another one over here which might run through the mountain and then through into the base. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. And then we've also got some rooms in here. This one has... oh, this needs some more vegetation in here. But yeah, overgrown. I might use this for something. Inside, there's no way to get up there just yet, but it's there. Then up here, this is the top bit of the kind of central structure thing. Slightly different construction, so it's a bit more pristine. Used a lot of quartz in this bit. Less corroded, I guess. But we've got another potential room here. And up the top, there's another little viewport at the top of the tower. Could be used for something, I'm not sure yet. So, we've also got the bridge. The bridge has completely fallen apart. Now, I didn't take into account just quite how wide the river is here. So this is how it's meant to be. All this. Oh, I need to get rid of that sand block though. This is how it was built. Then these bits that have fallen through in the middle here, these did have some more bits kind of just on the ground that had fallen through. But as I said, I didn't anticipate quite how wide the river was when I was creating this in creative mode. So there are some bits where it's fallen through, which I've put on the bottom of the riverbed. A couple bits here and there. The original block palette, before this was kind of eroded and stuff, was the cobbled deep slate slabs. But over time, where it's all just become overgrown and has just like eroded and fallen apart, we've brought in the tuff, done this little kind of gradient here. I feel like I need an extra step between cobblestone and tuff, but it kind of isn't one really. And then I love tuff into the mossy cobble, into moss. And this bit's all fallen through. This bit's quite extra detailed so that you can actually ascend here and enter. And this was the only way to enter the base at one point. I built the whole thing, realized, oh, I will most likely be going between here and here over and over again. So there's no door in this doorway thing here. Do I put one in the center like I did over here? But I don't like it because these are walls, so it wouldn't look as good. So I snuck a door in here, which we'll get to. We'll get to. So this tunnel thing leading into the structure, I really like the vibe in here, especially if I do some shaders. I really like this little bit right here. Vibes. The falling leaves really sell it as well. Using leaf litter for the first time. Then we come into this area, this like, I don't know, internal courtyard thing. Quite overgrown in here. Got the door over here, which is just all blocked off. This little room kind of doesn't have anything going for it. This is just the back end of the pipe, which leads out, which we'll get to in a moment. I've done these little things, these little rivets in the boards covering the doorway. Got some more fallen through stuff here. This was a little mob farm while I was building, because I didn't light it up yet until towards the end. I snuck in some the firefly bushes as well to kind of add a little bit extra particulate stuff as you walk around. Not overdoing it though. More little overgrown patches and things. The ceiling, even more. I've got some of the rooted stuff coming through as well. I have snuck in a spore blossom. Really adds to this overgrown vibe. Abandoned vibe, I feel like. Got some more stuff covering the doorway here. And, oh, yes, there are trapdoors here. There we go. That's to stop mobs getting in. This gave me trouble, actually. I couldn't figure out how to detail these sections in a way that would still work on the curved bits of the wall. Then I went with this. Pistons. These look like pipes and tubes and wires and stuff, maybe. These just make it look a bit more mechanical. A lot of iron went into this place, clearly. And then, in fact, we'll come back to this when I go outside. Then inside, not really much has changed here. I've got a couple of walls in here, just to kind of, when you're looking at it from outside, it looks a bit more put together, that there's a wall here. I have added in the melon and pumpkin farm. Let's see how that's doing. Daisy's been by and traded with villagers, so yeah, I also haven't been on very much, but she's used some of these up already. Let's see. Is there anything else to really show from inside? I don't think so. So here's the back door. This was another bit of a challenge. I've kind of felt like I had the same challenge that I used to have with cyan terracotta, with texturing it, but with grey concrete instead. So we've got the wool in there, got the grey concrete powder for some sort of weathered spots here, and I have snuck in a little bit of cyan terracotta there, where it's extra corroded. Then we come to some more details, so I need to do more of this sort of stuff, like where I've got all these blank walls and things. There's kind of stuff on the roofs of some of these parts where it's a bit blank as well. I could do more stuff like this. I do like the overhanging carpets from Vanilla Tweaks with the moss carpets. It's subtle, but you get essentially moss blocks out of blocks that don't have the moss block variant. And then I feel like the pale moss one, like, it just varies the texturing up just ever so slightly, ever so subtly in these bits. particularly in this like block palette, that it's just, it adds so much so subtly to blend everything together. It's so good. Then down here, we've got these pipes, we've got these little overgrown sections, we've got this pylon thing, got some sort of, I don't know, external port thing for this giant electrical cable. I had this in my head to have the insulation for the cable, and then a raw iron block as like the wire inside. I don't know. I had that in my head and I wanted to implement that somehow. But then this might just end up being run into the mountain anyway. So we'll see. We'll see what gets done with that. Here's a few more details. Just random text stuff. Once again, I wish we had rusty iron blocks the same way we have the different weathering on the copper blocks. I think that could sell this a lot better, especially like got all this erosion and stuff. And then here's one of the details that I skipped over. We've got this water pipe thing. I don't know, some sort of industrial runoff maybe, or maybe there's like hydroelectric power going as well. This little pool here is not meant to be here. This is just going to run down into the river at some point. Maybe not industrial runoff. I don't want it to be like toxic necessarily. We've already got the radioactive bit on the other side. So this was also, I'm kind of proud of this little gradient here. The pipe is meant to be another orange pipe. So it starts with acacia and then it goes more and more kind of mossy and gross as it gets towards the end where the water is. Just over time, it's become all icky. Maybe on a bigger scale, this would sell a bit more. But if I pull back a bit, looks cool, right? I think that looks cool. Oh, and then we've got some more just random stuff going on the front here. I'm quite proud of this. I've really struggled to get this finished. I really wanted to kind of, same as last season actually. I think it was episode 2 when I built my house, my main house in my base. I wanted to put a stamp on my area, and yeah, I'm proud of this. I think it still needs some more work. I'm working out how to do details and stuff in this style. Like the strength of working in my base last season was that I had this sort of visual vocabulary worked out. I don't have that yet this season. I'm still working that stuff out. So, oh wait, I didn't talk about this. This is something that let me know what you think of this, because I'm quite happy with this. I'm interested in other people's thoughts on it. So we have one of these canister things intact. It's still housing lava. It's still in use. And then we've got one that's broken. And I've got some lava in there. So some of this is still like uneroded, like the lava is heating whatever this bit of the structure is, and it's preventing it from getting attacked by the elements. But on this side, we've still got some lava in there, so some of it is still protected. It's not intact anymore. It's not protective or whatever. So some of it is eroding. And then I tried to kind of hint that this is some sort of copper infused glass housing thing. So close to the lava, it's still orange. And then it corrodes out in this direction towards the opening. Does that work? I feel like that's kind of cool. I don't know if this sort of blending with the glass works necessarily, but I had a go. And especially in the bits where like there's green at the back coming through the cyan glass, I feel like it really helps blend it. And same here as well. Please let me know. I was proud of myself for trying this. Yeah, and then up the top. Yeah, I need some more details up here. I need some more aerials and things. Definitely on this bit, I think would benefit from having like this sort of stuff. I'll get around to that eventually. But yeah, as I say, I want to try and figure out some more like visual vocabulary stuff that goes in that will not only add detail to this base, particularly on this side, but also stuff that will pair it to the main base when I get around to that. So it looks like it was constructed by the same people. Oh, I almost forgot this as well. So we've got this one big cable coming out here, and we had the other cable coming out on this side. And I forgot to show this little detail. I guess that's like the main power output, that big cable over there. But then we've got like auxiliary extra power outputs. Don't know what this is going to be used for. I just capped the end off for the time being. But we've got one cable coming out here. And then we've got more ports. There is another lodestone behind here as well. But I feel like the lodestone looks like a socket or something. And thankfully, the recipe for these now is like an iron bar and some stone or whatever. Actually, these ones I haven't even crafted. These are the ones that I found like my first time going in the nether. But yeah, I've way overreached with this build. Even with Inca giving me kind of all the stuff to make the concrete and all the terracotta that I needed, it still took me the 2 streams this past week to get all the resources done. And then it took me, yeah, like 8 to 10 hours. I think it's probably more like 8 to 9 hours to actually build all this. And now it's halfway through Friday, and I need to edit this video and release it this evening. So I'm going to get on with that. Next week, slightly less ambitious, but we'll have plenty to do. I'm going to sign off in my little tunnel because I really like the vibe in here. Okay, guys, that's going to be it from me. Thanks so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind helping me out, maybe you could hit like on the video. And if you want to follow my journey here on the server, maybe you could hit subscribe as well. And don't forget to check the description for all the different members on the server. They're all linked below. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.